All right. This is another Sunday Cup of Joe stream, everybody. I'm fixing my mic. Don't mind the weird sounds. Yeah, so another Sunday. It's been, so far, a great weekend. Not every weekend do we have a crazy launch like Inglorious Rex had. So there's that, and there's a few other little pieces of good news for me on my end, and some of my projects, which I'll be drawing some stuff later, because it's a draw stream. Gotta remember it's a draw stream. But yeah, we're gonna do some of that. Also want to talk about the very cool topic of tools. Are there tools? Are there tools in the industry? No. Are there tools? Are tools important to creators? How important is the tool? You know what I mean? But we have Coleman already up in here. Good morning, Joe. Yes, thanks for joining me, man. Whoever is showing up, thanks for joining me on this Sunday. So, I was debating sending out some links to some folks to give their perspective on this. Maybe I still will. But yeah, we'll see. For right now, I'm going to just talk about how awesome the new, I don't know, it seems like the biggest book out there. So Inglorious Rex launched yesterday. I did a little bit of a hype stream with Leroy and Amanda B yesterday. It was awesome. We had a fun time talking about just Shane and Shane's work, and you know how far it's come. Really, like he's put out some awesome stuff, and you know, since he's kind of been on the scene, he's been putting out awesome stuff. But Inglorious Rex seems like it's the best so far. So I'm actually going to share. I rarely do this right away, but I'm going to share my screen, and we'll take a look at his campaign, because I want to point out a couple cool things. I don't know if anybody was out there for the gigantic launch stream. I wasn't able to be there the whole time, but damn, it was one hell of a cool time. All right. So yeah, Inglorious Rex, check out, dude. It's the trailer. We all know it's a little, you know, it's your call on what you really think of that. But 1 second. Let's just look at that number. Whoa, that's crazy. I know I backed I backed right around when it was like 30,000. I just couldn't decide what I wanted because the secret tiers kind of gives you a few options. And since he's including Starlight Cats as part of like a bundle with it, I wasn't sure if I was going to second guess my decision not to get the cat book and eventually get the cat book. But anyway, this number's crazy. Insanity. Like, successful is an understatement here. So things like this page, I thought I would clear up, because a lot of times they put in a high res, but maybe Yanzi's on top of not putting high res images up here. Huh. Anyway, so yeah, tons of stuff to look at and check out. But yeah, real quickly, Inglorious Rex, go check it out if you haven't already. I'm sure anybody who's going to watch this has, but just in case you have not, all those unlucky people that missed the launch, check this out. It's awesome. The tee looks really cool too. I kind of want the t-shirt, but especially that side patch I really like. And I believe I got the bundle with the head sketch, so I'm stoked to get one of those. Yeah, that's it for this section. You know, check out Inglorious Rex. Jesus, go do it. All right. Ooh. I want to turn down my monitor of this if I could. There we go. Now I can hear myself think a little bit. All right, so let's get into some drawing, because there's not a lot happening in the chat. I guess that means people are wiped from yesterday. But yeah, we'll talk about some stuff as I go. But in the meantime, Star Circuit has an update. Let's check that out real quickly. Well, actually, I'll put the page later. But Star Circuit is my cyberpunk racing book, and it is doing great. We're getting backers almost every other day, pretty much, and it's just feeling good to see people still see it and want to jump on board. The update is about printing because I had an issue with the printer. Long story short, between paper shortages, between I guess low staff and a printer going down, like there was a big delay. But apparently my book is through print. It's waiting to be stapled because it's a floppy. So it's waiting to be stapled and sent back to me. So I'll be really hounding them this week to get a ship date that's actually doable, hopefully in this week. I'm moving the camera, and as you can see, I got a new piece up here. This is a Freddie Williams piece that I showed, I think last week I might have showed it, but this piece is amazing. I love vertical panels, and this is one insanely good example of how to use, this is an insanely good example to use how to use vertical panels. So, but that's from his work on Captain Atom, which is a crazy kind of cool, it's like a Dr. Manhattan style character, where he's like uber powerful, and it's not really about, it's more about him adjusting to like his superness rather than him trying to like barely survive in the world. Matt Fowler, what up, dude? I saw you pop in, but I was like, let's just see if I get through my next spiel. Good to see you, man. I hear great things from Tiger Blue. I've seen some more and more images as I go. Dude, everything about that book I'm stoked for, dude. So it's one of my, I don't know what my most anticipated books are coming, but that's one of them. It's like, it might be tied with, oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm blanking on this. I'll remember in a second. But anyway, what's up? It's Falkrad. How you doing? Thank you for all you do, because you've been helping me out. Also, let's talk about just in general how awesome CG's been, like for everybody. I guess the way to put it is when you notice like the small guys doing well and like the intermediate guys doing well, and then you see like something like Inglorious Rex happen yesterday, and you're just like, okay, this is, you know, you could totally dominate and make the sales on any level, and that's the best part about CG, I think. But we'll touch on that later on. Maybe if there's some other guests and whatnot, I may send out some links still. So I'm working on 2 other projects. I'm working on a book called Left Hand Free, which I'll be drawing in a second, and then I'm working on another side book plus a couple of commissions. But I can't talk about those by name yet. And then I got Star Circuit, which I still writing necessarily, like in the writing phase for the next chunk. I don't know where my next chapter break is going to be, so that's up in the air. But that's starting to build some momentum. Eventually, I will be back to my normal flow of waking up at like 4 in the morning, because that's kind of my best time. I feel like my best time is straight up when my brain is hazy. Some people, that haze comes at night, but for me, like the best is in the morning, because I got like that go get 'em kind of mentality. And then on top of that, I'm like a little hazy, so like the story ideas just flow. I'm too lazy to like edit myself that early in the morning, so I'm just like enjoying the process. Just throwing out ideas, you know, and editing will come later. But we're about to shift over to do some drawing, and then we'll talk further. But yeah, it's a great weekend. Glad you guys are here. I'm gonna let's put on my trailer for Star Circuit, because I still don't have that camera set up that I've been wanting. I've been having to I went to Home Depot today, this morning, before the stream, and just throwing out those dollars, and so it takes away from buying other things that might be better for the setup, like a separate camera just for that. Maybe we'll get there. But yeah, while I put on the trailer, I'll switch over the cam and we'll get moving. Get ourselves moving. Zaid is here. What's up, Zaid? Good to see you, dude. Like I said, maybe I'll throw some links out to people, including you, in a bit. I just want to shift over. So yeah, if you haven't seen Star Circuit, here's the gist. It's pretty cool.
Welcome to the future. A place where you can find anything you desire. If the burner gangs don't find you first. Where the fastest racers are artificial. And if you're human, don't stand a chance. Star Circuit.
All right, back in here. So camera is, I always have to adjust this camera because like it's different when you look at my face versus the page. So I got to adjust this thing just for a second here. Let's see. Something like that. Let's get a light on. And let's fix the focus real quick. The focus always has to be fixed. Let's see what I can do. First go here. Oop. Don't want to go that way. That's better. Okay. Zay says, I may not be the best co-host at the moment, but I'm back in chats unless you need a balanced personality. I don't know what that means. Best co-host at the moment. Does that mean you're drunk or something? But yeah, cool. Cool to see you. 24 Eyes is here, he points out. 24 Eyes. I haven't seen you on a stream in a while too. Have you been on streams that I just don't see? But I used to see your face pop on streams once in a while. Maybe I haven't been around too much because I'm working hard. But anyway, let's get this camera fixed. And I got my cup of joe. It's not hot anymore, but at least it's caffeinated. It is a beverage. It counts. So let's get this focus corrected. Yeah, something like this is better, right? There's a happy medium in there somewhere. All right, that works. A little bit of contrast, cool. I'm working to finish my second page, Joe. Not drunk. Yes. Look, dude. I just had to check. It's not like you're human. Sometimes I had a rough night. Maybe drinking early. Maybe I got Bailey's in my coffee. You don't know. Where's my mimosa, dude? I'm not really a fan of mimosa. Like champagne in general is just like I don't know. It's like the worst hangover from that. So, all right, let's get drawing, dudes. Let's get drawing. Oh, I also want to show off some Star Circuit cards before I do that. I've got like 8 more to do or something. So they're coming in. I just did Nick. You can see this here. I just did Nick. This is the official new. Let me move my mic. This is the official new, pretty much character sheet. So you can see on the back I wrote character sheet, the signature. But yeah, this is Nick. This is the character you don't get to see too much in the first book, but he becomes like a huge presence in the book. He is, he's just the brains. You know what I mean? He's the brains. That's how it works. So if you did, if you did back, oh, here's another picture of him. If you did back the sketch tier, this is what you're going to be getting. So, creamy beige, dude. Creamy beige Baileys, dude. Forgot about that. I forgot old Greg was in the Baileys. I actually have Kahlua, and I've had a few White Russians this weekend because I just happen to have milk as well, which I never have. For some reason, I just never buy milk, so I'm like, you're supposed to use cream, but milk works. Anyway, White Russians had to do it for the Big Lebowski. Cooler heads revealed. I'm missing something. Let's see. Zayd says, I thought to do a 12-hour silent just music draw stream as I finish it up. I mean, that's cool. You just have to get people stoked to be there for all. You got to give like a. You got to be giving away some stuff along the way or something. That would be cool. Or like maybe have like breaks or something. I'm on Red Bull and 3 hours of sleep. Well, see, I wasn't wrong about you being a little bit out of sorts, you know. So that's how it goes. And 24 eyes, yes, cocaine is a hell of a drug, keeps you up. So check this out, guys. This is a cool little list that I wrote down from, I believe, Mark Brunet, who wherever Billy Basco's at, that's his like mentor-ish type dude. He loves that guy. Nothing against him, but this is his list of things that make his art stand above the rest. That's his video on, this is some things you can do to make your art stand out. His first one is color, and then I wrote theory next to it. So, like, really it's just color choices, and that stems back to color theory. Obviously anatomy, using reference is key. So those are two huge ones. These are the things that are going to make your shit pop, your artwork. And shading is something that clearly it's just making things volumetric and look like it's 3D on a 2D page. That's pretty clear, but shading really makes things pop and do that well. This one is one I don't do a lot because I get stuck in my ways, and this is using materials. So, and I write Scott Robertson here because I just got not the new book, but my new book on rendering from Scott Robertson is a book where he goes over just like everything. And I've seen a lot of it before, but this time I'm really taking it seriously. And so separating things out from material to, textures and materials, making things look like they actually do. This is something Zayd's studio does insanely well. I'm pretty jealous of. But that's what I'll be leaning toward, and kind of giving some specific materials to things. And getting that to come across in just pencil is a feat. But I'm learning as I go. The last two things are clean lines and a hook. Clean lines are really, that just comes with time, I feel like. It's hard to get clean lines right away. But the hook is storytelling. The hook is like something that the content is pushing it. This last thing is content. Clean lines is just practice. It comes with time. I don't know if clean lines also means using layers. You're going to get cleaner lines. But yeah, let's see. 24 Eyes says, CG had a big day yesterday. Rex brought in 139,000. Yes, the dude is nuts. It is nuts. The dude did 20 grand in, I don't know, a few minutes. I know I was scrambling, trying to get a low number, and the best I could do was, I'm like backer 252 or something. So yeah, that's nuts. I was really trying to get under 100, and I'm just scrambling, looking for the secret tiers, making sure I got the right thing I wanted. Like I said, I didn't get the cat book because I'm not into cats. So he's got tiers where that's bundled in. I was like second guessing that. Do I do it? Do I not get it? I don't know. Anyway, killer day for him. Earlier in the stream, I pulled up the campaign. Maybe we'll pull it up again. Anyway, let's get in here and do this page. Turn on the light pad, and hopefully this will stay up for him. Let me get a piece of tape. Where's my tape? I think Sherry took my tape again. Sherry's always taking my tape. Alright, let's do this. So this is a cool scene, guys. This is one I've been waiting to do. I was saving it for a stream because it's a background and I can talk and draw stuff like this pretty easily. So this weirdly shaped building in the back is like a headquarters. And in the front is like a gate, and the kid here is banging on the fence at the gate. So it's kind of like a scale. It's like gives everything scale. And then I got some crazy, like just kind of bars that are broken and growing vines and stuff, which they look a little funky right here, but we'll fix them up as we go. Let's see. Starlight did 126 over the campaign. Rex crushed it in 13 hours. Yeah, that's what we mean when we say that's like how you know it's like a gigantic success. Yeah, when you kill it like that. Like if I do 18 grand in one day, when I do Star Circuit, which is impossible because he did 13. Rex did like 13 in a really short amount of time. But for me, that would be huge. Like for me, getting 18K in a day would be incredible. Because Catapano's not a household name right now. So I don't like this wire up in my way. Can we move this? All right, let me move this wire. I don't know if that's worse or better. I feel like that's a Sesame Street game. Is this worse or better? Near or far? Near or far? Let's put you up here. There we go. Still kind of up in my face. Jeez, man. This is a struggle today. Oh yeah, hell yeah, well deserved, dude. Cratapano will, after Star Circuit is read. Oh yeah, maybe Cratapano will be a household name. Alright, I gotta take off my hat. It's hitting this wire. Oh man. What are we listening to? I'm not really into it, whatever it is. This song's pretty chill. I dig this one. Alright. So, let's get going. This page is actually one of my favorites. Anytime I get to do a giant background like this, I'm stoked. Here we go. Alright. Got some wires at the top here, slinging down. I don't know where to start. What I usually start with is... I've definitely gridded this out before, but on this page I like to go with blue line and lay that down. Help me out a little bit. Just so I don't get confused. Okay, that'll help a little bit. And I got this kind of cityscape going on in the background here. Oh. 24 Eyes says, you'll get there, Joe. If I was you, I'd drop the album you made on your channel as individual music videos. Boost them with Google ads. And have a link to the book in it. Interesting idea, for sure. That is a cool idea, dude. I will be definitely, I might hire somebody to do that editing for like just like a quick, just like a repeatable kind of visualizer music video. I don't know if you know anybody like that, 24 Eyes, or if you want to do it yourself, I'll pay somebody to do that. All right, let's do this. So as I'm over here using one of my tools, so the topic for today is using your tools, right? Is it worth it, really? Like, not really worth it, but like, does it really make a huge difference if you're using different tools? And I think the short answer is yes, but to an extent. Like, your result is going to be very dependent on how well you're able to use your tools. And so, does it matter that you have the best ruler or, you know, things like that? Not necessarily. Because if you look at this here, I'm using a ruler and it's a clear one and it works well for me because I'm able to see behind it, easily gauge distances. And so it does make a difference. But it's just a ruler. So if you just had like a piece of cardboard that was straight, it would work pretty much the same way, except it wouldn't be as useful. You know? So you want something that is useful, or the most efficient, you know, things like that. But then again, there's like certain things like drawing tablets. Like I'm looking at a drawing tablet right now that because my iPad is not, it works really well. I think it's better than Wacom tablets, but I'm having a specific difficulty with the program I use in Clip Studio, where like my cursor jumps around a lot, and so that's a problem. You know. Anyway, so yeah, it's an issue if your cursor jumps around all the time. So that calls for like reevaluation of your tool. Like if that's happening, that really messes up your flow. So there could be a case like that where, you know, maybe you don't even have a drafting desk. Maybe you don't even have like the basic of basics. You don't have a good pencil. All that will make a huge difference. If you don't have a good tablet or the basics for drawing, if you don't have like a tablet that's like with a screen on it, it's gonna make a difference. It's gonna make a huge difference. I could never get used to the drawing tablets without a screen. I tried for a long time. Because like when you go to school, especially back in the early 2000s, like that's all they had, and everything else was too expensive. So that's what we were learning on, were these, you know, the Intuos tablets, the ones without screens, and you're just like, you're trying your best with them, but it's no comparison to actually see what you draw. It's like a completely different thing. Anyway, tying back to my point, it certainly matters what tools you're using. It's you know, the mastery of the tool is going to reflect the quality of the end product. And if you don't have the tools you're used to, you're not going to get the same results. It's just that simple. So let's see if I can turn this higher. Let's see. I don't know if that, it automatically adjusts. So that doesn't really matter. Eric the Guapo, what up, dude? Thanks for jumping on the stream. Saying, oh yeah, we were pointing you out, Eric, yesterday because we were thinking of all the most popular names. Leroy and Amanda B and I were talking about what's the the most popular CG names that were getting confusing, and Jeremy was one of them. That's why the whole Colonel name came about. But yeah, it's up there tied with like Jason, Eric. Yeah, there's a bunch of Erics out there. All right. Trying to figure out what I should do with all this stuff here. I got a lot of simple shapes, and they can kind of be transformed into whatever I want it to be. Let's do this Cage. The Cage, Nicolas Cage. Yes, the Erics. You need to call it the Erics, yep. Dude. Something about it, I don't know. I don't know why Eric's so popular out here in the CG world. Yeah, somebody needs to start that stream. Get a karaoke thing going on. Get all the Erics to join forces. Oh, I just noticed I got a little bit of I got a rat in this corner. This is how you show that you're in the slums. You draw a little rat. This is Splinter down here. Yeah, this is a little Splinter mouse rat. I really just wanted his tail to point back to the subject. That's all I was trying to do. I was like, I guess I have to add the whole rat if I'm going to put a curve like that. Good old rat. Oh, my dog hears some strangers. I don't know if you hear the dog. I'm sure you guys hear the dog. I don't have like a cap on my mic, which I should add. I think that's the key to success on streaming, and I haven't figured that out yet. Oh no, not Cogni. Yep. Yeah, there's plenty of I think like Turtles references just appear in all my work, regardless. Okay. Not really sure what I have coming off here. I think this is like supposed to be peeled paint. It's too thick to be peeled paint. But I will start adding some textures on this thing to kind of imply that. This little rail. I think this is also a rail up here, but it seems like it should be way bigger. So I may have this line come down to like here. Anyway, anybody in chat want to talk about a book they've discovered? Or like a project that they're really stoked about? Got a question. 24 Eyes. What do buskers do for dollars in your... First off, I'm not really sure what busker is. Buskers do for dollars in your future world, Joe. Anybody help me out with what a busker is? I'm away from my computer. Otherwise, I'd quickly Google it and get the... save myself the embarrassment not knowing what a busker is. Though it seems pretty obscure to me. I don't know what a busker is. But I'll be gladly able to... If I think I know what it is, I'm just assuming it's some sort of a blue-collar job? No? What is a busker? Street performer. Street singers. Busker. What do buskers do for dollars? Well, first off, in the future, technically, money that buys you resources don't exist. So, like, pretty much everything is free because androids produce enough of it for free, and energy is renewable. So, they pretty much give... It's kind of totalitarian in a way where the government like gives you stuff, but there's never a cap on it. So, and also in another way, it's like, you know, cyberpunk. So it's like utopian in a way, but at the same time, it's like you're still under the thumb. You know, you get what you want. Maybe not the highest grade of whatever you want. You know, but you know, all your needs are met pretty much. But so street performers are going to do everyone in the Star Circuit world lives off of, not lives, but like, that's the best way to put it. I guess the I want to say reputation. There's a better word for this. Your kind of like status in the world is by acclaim, which is pretty much like equivalent to like likes on Facebook. You know, you getting likes, but it's actual a number that accues. Like imagine like an altcoin in you know the crypto sphere, and the coin counts for, you know, or is collected for all the cool things you do, and so you get more and more of those coins and more of those. What I call acclaim in the future. Acclaim is going to give you this sweet kind of rep. Like you're going to be more in the algorithms of the future. Like you're going to be more apparent for people. You're going to be able to see more. You're going to pretty much get access to more things. You're going to be able to travel farther. Like there's different restricted areas in this kind of series of cities. So yeah, Zay's saying it's a merit system, something like that. Yeah, where it's not a currency because you're not trading for it. It's not worth anything, but you accrue it. It's like points. It's like XP in a game, you know. Except XP is not like valuable as far as like a community thing, but yeah. So street performers would pick up a claim as they would do more things, like if they got popular. Like, people don't get a claim, you know what I mean? It just, the system, like, counts it. Like, everything's kind of just this active market of attention, and you just get points for different things. Okay, let's work on this building in the background. I like how Zed brings up Yang Gang. Yes, dude. Pretty much UBI, but not really, because UBI would say they're giving you out money. They're going to give you money, and with that money, you're going to get the things you want. In this system, like, you just automatically get it. There's no scarcity. So, which is kind of an impossible thing, even if there were androids, but in this future, we don't question that. In this future, there is no scarcity. The resources, for the most part, are renewable. And instead of the power hungry, like, actively tax, instead of, like, the power hungry actively taxing and I won't even say oppressing, but, like, exploiting the masses, they're not exploiting the masses. They're getting it in an indirect way. Like, they don't need to go directly to the pawns, if you will. I slimmed down that building a little bit. Here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It seems like a little bit, like, if I went straight down here, it would look a little blocky still. I like this curve. Maybe it's just too big. It's not even a curve. I like this angle. No, technically, OnlyFans will still be around. There are something in the future in Star Circuit called Xcasters, which are pretty much sensory streamers. So you can log in and feel what the people who are streaming are feeling, and the more people that are attracted by your Xcast, like, the more you get a claim, and the more people are just naturally following you anyway. But that's going to be shown by that numerical value of a claim. Oh yeah, well, the tech for sensory Xcasting, is that what you mean? So, back to tools. I feel like there's, like, two rules of thumb, or two, like, viewpoints with, especially, like, rulers and stuff like that. Some feel like it kills the organicness of whatever you're doing. But on the other hand, to me, the way I was taught is it's like a laziness not to use one. Like, your stuff would look better, so I don't know. Not necessarily it would look better. From a certain point of view, it would look better. And if you're into that certain point of view, I think if you use it correctly and combine rulers and you know, freehand lines, I think it works. So that's my point of view. The ultimate OnlyFans experience. Yes, there you go. It's like the opposite. And you'll see, like, all the Xcasters are, you know, guys that are doing crazy things, you know. Mostly thrill seekers, you know, voyeur, kind of like, you know, pretty much like, think of all the needs we have. Like people, you could pretty much experience eating like all the good foods without getting the calories. You can go jump off a cliff and skydive, or you know, whatever, squirrel suit fly, without ever having to actually do it, without the danger. You can go have sex with like tons of partners without having to get the, you know, the stigma or whatever. It's like all that tied together. So yeah. Jeremy says agreed. Joe Ruler plus freehand. Yes. So that's the way I view it. Like, I think as long as you're not rulering everything, but my point is, if you feel like there's a use for a ruler, and I think that ruler should be used. I don't count it as lazy. I don't think you're a lesser artist because you can't draw straight lines freehand. It's like the same thing. It's like, you know, you're not a lesser artist because you're drawing from reference only or something like that. It's more like a different skill, and you're getting a different result. Anyway, I thought this building ship was pretty cool. I'm going to still probably modify it as we go here. I wanted it to be like structurally sound, but at the same time, like, I don't know, way different. So I just did some weird cutouts. It's not the best. However, there's our perspective point. I really dig it. So we're only going to stay on for another 10 minutes because it seems like everybody's beat. I don't see a whole lot of people in here. Plus, I have tons of things to do that are not this. I've got other gerbs. I got jobs to do, guys. Apparently, I've got work to do. Some people are bugging me for work. Where's my stuff? Let's see, turn this off for a second. That's where we're at so far. I'm going kind of slow because I'm talking, to. I'm trying to make sure I'm not screwing this up. You can easily screw things up, guys. You can even screw up backgrounds, believe it or not. I think a lot of you guys know that. I think I'm a background guy, mostly because of the concept art kind of history I have. I originally wanted to be a concept artist before I really thought about seriously doing not video games, comic books. I just liked coming up with that part of it. And so that's why I'm into backgrounds. But on the other end of it, I also like doing story. So it's kind of where it all merges together. There's a lot of storytelling you can put in the backgrounds. Anyway, I've seen a lot of books recently without cool backgrounds. But there is one actually that I just got. I just received the Lucent, guys, and it's background heavy, as you guys know. But I'll be reading that soon, you know. Say it as a comment here. So I shrunk down my page to see how the deets would hold. They did great from what I can tell. Do you have a better method to figure that out? Shrinking it down, blurring your eye. It's tough to tell because like you're gonna get different effects with color, because colors can really bring your eye certain areas, and you know, depends what your color treatment is, I think. So if you're shrinking down at the color level, yeah, maybe that is seriously a good way to do it. But if you're not, maybe think about checking out the color before you do that. I don't know. All right, let's see here. All right. I think I'm gonna hop off the table, drawing table here, and talk to you for a second more, guys, before I hop off the stream entirely. So like I said, I got people wanting my skills on the page and not my my streaming, which I'm really not. I'm not saying I'm a pro streamer. I'm just saying like the my skills are required elsewhere. Oh, I also read Berserker, guys. I recently read the first issue of the Keanu Reeves book, and it's actually pretty good. I thought it was a good twist. It's definitely ultra-violence, which I like. The more I see ultra-violence, the more I'm like, I'm definitely going to do an ultra-violent book eventually. I just don't know when. All right, let's call that where it is. Turn that off. All right. Cool. Got some of the busy work done. Let's switch back real quick. We'll turn off the cam real quickly. All right, guys. So placing the cam back on my setup here. There we go. All right. Actually, that looks pretty good. I feel like I could leave these settings exactly as is, and this is clearly how I should have my camera set up. Okay. There we go. That's better. Sorry, guys. I'm not really aware of my mic. That's the problem that I've had for a while. Just I can't remember where my head should be because I'm having to do things. If I could just sit here and talk, I could stay in front of the mic and just talk and be cool about it. But it's not the case. Like I said, guys, I have another piece of good news too. I finally got all the bikes for Star Circuit back to me. There was one misstep with a bike going out to one backer, and that is being replaced and sent out as well. Let's see, what do I have here? 1 second. I also have it's the Lucent prints right here, which came out really vibrant, dude. Check these out. Really cool. The library is pretty sweet. Like I said, background heavy. This one, that's background heavy. That's heavier than what I do, dude. So, dude, Bancroft. I feel like me and Bancroft and another background heavy person also need to do like a background battle. We need to do background off. You know what I mean? Jeremy could totally be a part of that too. But yes, background times. Let's see. Joe, do you have a type or brand of rulers, tools you like to use for work? Yeah, let's talk about that for a second before we move it forward. Well, Stedler is really cheap, mostly because you can find it anywhere. I think Stedler makes one of these. Actually, this is Artist Loft, which is I think Michael's. So Michaels makes these. There's one other one that is kind of cool that Dave Finch uses, which is like, it looks like two rulers combined with a thing that you're able to, it's like a telescopic kind of ruler where you're able to like duplicate lines staying in one spot. So that's great for grids. And Dave Finch has that on his videos. Go check that out. I'm sure he'd talk about it. But yeah, the things I use, any kind of mechanical pencil. This one's Graph Gear 5.5, and then in general, other things are Staedtler 2 or Staedtler or whatever you want to pronounce. But yeah, normal eraser, Staedtler. I got these Tough Stuff. This is a tough Stuff eraser stick, and I got tons of these things laying around. So this is what I use for erasing. Get a nice fine point. You can draw with it if you want. I do like microns. Ryan Cardinal, wherever that dude's at, he pointed out this was a good pen. It's the Micron PN. It's got like, instead of a felt tip, it's like a, I don't even know what you call it. Trying to get the focus on it. I don't know if it will. It's like it's a marker tip. Feels like something you got like as a kid, but it really, really is nice. What else? I think that's the basics. And Zay says, congrats, Joe. And what? What did I say congrats on? On getting the bike and everything. Okay, cool. Yeah, but also the prints are prints and the books are probably ready to ship out to me. Stoked for that. Damn, what else? What else? There's something else. Either way, I'm having a great day. I am doing a lot of house repairs as well here, so there's tons of that going on in the background. Sherry's doing a lot of the work. Thank God, because I got so much drawing to do. It's incredible. Yeah, I will be around next week, same time. Also, we got Art Bros every Wednesday. Me and Jeremy we got a few ideas to kind of spice up the show a little bit. Not the show necessarily, just the flow show. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna screenshot these camera settings because this is what my camera settings need to be. It's like, I think it's just like normal focus with a little bit of contrast added to it. Basic saturation looks like, a little higher saturation. And then the gain's kind of low, white balance is kind of high. Okay, gotta remember this stuff, man. Oh yeah, I know. Nefaris is here, hail from the convention. Yeah, so I feel like I saw a couple of your posts. Hopefully the convention's killer. Your booth looks pretty good, Nef. I'm like missing doing conventions. I actually have like 2 conventions that still have my money from before quarantine. I gotta either get to one of those conventions or get my money back. But yeah, hail that you're here, chilling with us. It's pretty much been me, Zaid, and 24 Eyes chilling out on a Sunday here. Yeah, I think we had such a crazy and glorious Rex day yesterday. Let's pull up a couple things here before I head out. Let's pull up some screens. Let's do it. Window. I guess it's this window. Cool. Nope. Let's go here. All right, let's check it out. So yeah, Glorious Rex, man. Let's refresh. See if it got anybody. I think it did. I think it went up one, right? Jesus, dude, this is insane. Is someone else streaming right now? Is ZVS streaming? Who's streaming right now? Crazy. Yeah, dude, I was really, Neff, I was trying hard to get a higher spot on the backing list, and I just couldn't figure out what I wanted quick enough. And I managed to get, I think it was 252. was pretty early, but damn. Oh, you have them on a Wednesday show? Dude. Hell yeah, dude. It's insane. I have 2 people I'm asking to get 2 bigger names I'm trying to get on the show, which a lot of times it's not too hard to get them on the show. But yeah, awesome that you got Shane coming. Shane's the bomb. I was on a Leroy stream and we were talking about, well, not necessarily him, just like overall, just like his art journey. And he's just getting better and better, dude. I think it's whatever he's doing, he's leveling up, which is cool. Cool to see. I also was checking out the numbers on books. We can see that for 2021, CG's killing it as usual. I mean, the obvious people are at the top. Bled Godlike is doing so killer, but very quickly Shane Davis has skyrocketed up here. So great job there. And let's see, Aaron Presti's book I backed as well. That's really stoked to have that on its way. I did not get the final boss, but I'm still thinking about it. I'm in the process of backing Black and White for Artie Bear. And yeah, we just keep going down, man. There's tons of really high, just right around 40K. Thomas Valiant obviously backed that. Viking Wolf has skyrocketed. Fiendish hit 30, which is crazy that she's doing so well. I mean, it's well deserving. Her book looks great. I'm not saying that. Andy Smith's book is looking solid as well. Really cool. Lunavox is up here, 22. Insane, dude. Dude, I need to catch up. We're going to hit 20. We're going to hit 20. Star Story is going to hit 20 once we get this book out and see what people think. Right over here, Mavericks. Check it. Holla, guys. So, yeah, we're killing it these days. Lastly, the Ultimate Art Guide. I'm looking for somebody to help me man this thing. That way I can just build it. Like, I haven't been building it as quickly as I'd like because I just don't have time to, like, constantly go back and forth. I want somebody to team up with me on this. So that would be great. What do we got here? Neff is saying, I think we hit 20 in 16 days. Hit the big 20? Is that what you're saying? Now we just need 5 GS for Neff's campaign. Yes. Dude, of course. I would hope you're going to hit 20. Like, I really do. I'm hoping that we get there as well. There's a bunch of art we'll be listing soon. Yes, dude, you got so much coming for backers, which I'm stoked for. I don't think many campaigns are delivering like you are going to deliver, which is cool. Which is very cool. 5K in 16 days. Dude. The closeout is itself you can count on for like $1,000 or $2. So just try to buffer that out. Who knows? You might do $5,000 in the last day if you got like the specials. You know, you got some cool specials that might work. But yeah, heck yeah, dudes. Sunday, got my coffee. If you guys have not seen my book, what fools you are for not seeing them. Dude, Star Circuit is still available. It is the only sci-fi racing book out there. Come on, if you have not seen this thing, you need to get with it and check this out. So go back, help us hit 20K like Mavericks is gonna do. I'm sure we're getting a backer every day. Let's get 350 backers. That'd be great to get that number for Star Circuit. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm gonna close out again with a please like and share this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, but I've got the subscribers. I need the watch hours, guys. That's what I need. So, let me pull that out. And so, yeah, please help out the channel. Help everybody out. I got links over here that I'm just not sharing. If you guys haven't seen Shane's book yet, go back, dude. You know? It's not that hard. Just go back and put it down there for everybody. All right, but yeah, have a great Sunday. I'm gonna go chill for a second, then grind some artwork like you all should be doing. Hail CG. Hell's Aid, Nefarious, Coleman, 24 Eyes. Thanks for joining me. It's been a killer morning so far. All right, that's it. We'll see you guys Wednesday with Dark Bros. And yeah, if you guys know any cool books, send me links to some cool books because I'm always looking. Want to spread the word. Yeah, peace.